These nurses are savages and they don't care about stealing your stuff. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, hi, my name is Hope. I'm currently an LPN. October will be 3 years I've been working as an LPN, and I am actually in RN school, accelerated program. That means I go to school for 11 weeks and off for 2 weeks, and I do that until graduation. And as of now, my graduation date is set for September 2020, so that means I will be graduating next year. For those of you who are new to my channel, I make videos kind of strictly based on nursing and nursing school, and I apologize for being MIA over the past like almost 2 months now. A lot has been going on. There was a hurricane coming. I was preparing for that. What?
Where's my earrings?
I don't have them, I promise. Why you need your earrings for?
I just want to see how I look, bro.
Okay, well, can you please do the laundry? I was preparing for finals. I've been working so much lately. Life just got crazy, and I kind of school and work kind of took over. For those of you who don't know, I'm currently working as an LPN. PRN, that means as needed in a long-term care facility. So pretty much I just pick up whenever they need me to. I'm also a mommy of an almost 18-month-old baby girl, and she has been giving my fiance and I a run for our money lately. So our hands have been filled with that. A little update with school. I'm currently in my 2-week break, and I've just been working like crazy. That's what I've been doing mostly, but I finally got the chance to sit down. But yeah, I'm actually preparing on going into pharmacology. So this next 11 weeks will be strictly pharmacology. I'm not taking any of the classes, so it's going to be pharmacology, lecture, lab, and clinical. So that's exciting. I'm pretty sure you guys can tell by the title of this video, this is going to be what's in my nursing bag work edition. So if you guys would like to see what I take in my nursing bag to work kind of every day basically. So without further ado, let's just get on into this video. So this is my work bag. I got this, I want to say, I will have a link down below, but I want to say it was on the 24-hour shipping site is called. It was some ad that popped up on Facebook. I thought it was a scam. It was like $12.99 or $15.99. I'm like, this, please. And sure enough, it was that pricing. It was $12.99 or $15.99. I'm not for sure, but they always have sales. It actually came pretty fast. I want to say it came like 2 to 3 weeks. I've had this bag for over a year now, and it's kind of held up pretty good. Just the basic little, like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like this kind of bag. It's pretty sturdy. It doesn't have any hard like plastic or anything in it. It's just kind of like there. As you can see, it is a lot of pin marks in little spots. I haven't washed it yet. I'm afraid to, because I think that my name might come off. Also, these are customizable, so you can either put like have it RN, CNA, med tech. Not gonna focus. Okay, yeah. So you have your name right here, and just you can customize with whatever title that you are. And also, excuse my nails. I started painting my nails and I didn't finish. So yeah. So yeah, I will just probably hop on right into it. You have a pocket right here, and you have 2 little like water bottle holder pockets right here, and then you have the big pocket right here. You don't have any pockets inside. That's what I didn't really like about that, but it's held up over the year. It just have a little bit of wear and tear like right here on the edge, but for the most part the stitching is still intact. It's not coming loose on these things, so I can easily sew this if it gets too dramatic, but I kind of lay off on putting anything in here. First thing you see, I'm gonna go in this little pocket. There's not really nothing much in here. I just have my name badge. I'm not gonna show you guys my little badge that I'm supposed to wear to work, and I usually keep gum or any other extra pins right here, but I actually organized this just for this video, so there's nothing else in that bag. So moving over to this little scrunchy part over here, I just have my pin lights because it is a necessity with nursing school and being a nurse. You know, you need to check those, making sure those pupils are equal, round, and reactive to light and accommodation. Cranial nerves 246 or 346. One of those. It's one of those cranial nerves. So I have that. This is actually really helpful with night shift, working night shift too, because I do all shifts. Sometimes I'm scared to go in the room by myself because it's pitch black dark, so I kind of like shine the light and be like, okay, like, you know. So this is coming really handy. I have, which is a necessity for any kind of people in the medical field, because you know you constantly, oh, I got another random pen. This is a necessity with anybody in the medical field because you're constantly washing your hands, and your hands get real crusty and real ashy, and it's not sis. So I just have a little shea butter hand cream in the scent champagne apple and honey scent from Bath and Body Works. Anybody that know me know that I love my Bath and Body Works, okay? And I usually tend to match my scents with whatever the season is. So since I am a fall lover. I got my little fall scents ready, and actually, and I have the little hand sanitizer to match. So I have those. These are like a necessity no matter who you are in the medical field, whether you're a doctor, whether you're a med tech, whether you're the housekeeping on the floor, you know, necessity. Keep those germs away and keep those hands nice and moisturized, okay? And moving along the lines about moisturization, I have some lip balm right here. You know, you talk to patients all the time, you talk to patients' family members all the time, you constantly like interact with people, so you don't want to be all up in their face with cracked lips. You gotta have them nice and moisturized, okay? Okay, and that's pretty much everything in that pocket. Moving along to this pocket over here. This is like my little pocket outside of my scrubs, because this is pretty much everything that I keep in my scrub pocket. So first I'm just starting off with the pens. I mean, you can never go wrong with pens. For those of you who are new to the medical field, you are only supposed to, well, a lot of facilities strictly require either blue or black ink. My particular facility, we kind of switch over all to computer, so really we don't do that much signing or charting on paper unless you have a late note or you're signing out narcotics. So usually they only allow black pens. These two colors over here, I use red or black when I'm getting a report from the previous shift, because I've noticed over time, you know, I'm told something that may not be so accurate. So like if I'm questioned by like the supervisor or like the unit manager, I kind of I see something written in one of these colors, I know that was what was passed on to me from the previous shift. So I kind of like keep my ducks in a row, if you get what I'm saying. I don't really know if y'all understand what I'm saying, but yeah, because there's been a lot of times that it's been a lot of miscommunication, like he said, she said. So I just kind of do this. So anything that I see in my report sheet that is in a different color than black, so I use strictly black, that is in a different color than black, I know that I was told from the previous nurse. So that is that. And then like I said, you can never go wrong with pens. The current pens that I'm using right now are the Pilot G205 pens, and they are just like the ones with the fine tip. You can't really see, but these are just the ones with the fine tip, and they write so neat. And when I tell y'all, these nurses are savages with pens. You literally gotta like engrave your initials or your name on all your pens, because they would get stolen. So I keep a sharp eye out on these, because you never know. I have my highlighter and my Sharpie, because I highlight anybody that's on like alert charting or skill charting or therapy charting, or anybody that like something that's critical that I need to remember or that I need to know. Typically people who are on antibiotics and any kind of charting, I usually highlight just so I know, or like reminders and like a certain time to do this, certain time that I need to call a doctor, you know, something like that. Because it sticks out to me, I know who to prioritize and time manage my time too. Then my permanent marker I use for dating the water, dating the applesauce, because I'm not for sure if this is with all facilities, but as far as I know, all long-term care facilities, we are right now. Well, my facility in particular, we are in state window, so state requirements is to have anything that is outside, you know, food or anything, or the water that you give the residents, they need to have a date and time and initial usually, but usually just put the date and that'll be okay. But me personally, anything that I have in contact with, I always date, I time it, I shift it, and I even put my initials on it so they know exactly what time, especially depending on what exactly it is. Typically like dressings and stuff, I usually date, time, and initial it. As far as the water, I just kind of date and initial it, or sometimes if I'm doing 11 to 7, I typically date and time it just because they know it's fresh, because I usually fill it up around 6. For our medication, like all the over-counter meds need to have a date when it was open, because they all have an expiration on them, so we need to kind of keep up with that, especially since we are in state window. They kind of look at that and we can get tagged for having like expired meds. So this is very important. I also have my bandage scissors, which you can never go wrong with your bandage scissors. And once again, these nurses are savages. So I made sure I got me a hot pink bandage scissors. So with print, I don't know if you can see that yet, with print, so everybody knows that these are mine, and don't be going around selling me. I have another hand sanitizer. You can never go wrong with those. I have a bunch of those just laying around. Sticky notes, because you never know when you might need to jot something down real quick, or you're taking a telephone call or anything. And when I tell you, searching for sticky notes at a nurse's station can sometimes be like searching for a needle in a haystack, so you don't want to get caught up in that situation. This is a kind of a taboo one, because you're not supposed to use this, but I just have white out just in case, because sometimes when doing overnights I bring my planner. Well, I usually always keep my planner with me, just because I write my shifts in there, and I'll show you guys a little bit later. But I write my shifts in there. My shifts change frequently. So yeah, that's pretty much everything in the front pocket. So now I'm going to go ahead and get into the big thing. Okay, so move along to the big pocket. Like I said, it doesn't have any pockets on the insides, but I kind of have little bags and little things to kind of separate stuff. So first off, I just have some random flushes. Yeah, I'm gonna be a nurse if you didn't have those random flushes, right? And then I also have random triple antibiotic ointment in here. Also some band-aids. You know, you can never go wrong with those. Always just taking stuff home with you by accident. I'm just gonna start off by the first thing that I see in here. I just recently got over a cold, so I have some cough drops in here. Actually, just one cough drop in here. Pouch, I have this little Victoria's Secret. This is more of my personal bag. So basically in this little compartment, I have like basically like my monthly stuff. Like I have some some Motrin, which is ibuprofen, some more ibuprofen, because I have cramps really bad. Depending on how my period feels that cycle, I have just some body spray. Well, this is one of the first things you learn in nursing school. You don't wear perfume because you don't know who may be allergic to it, or if your patient may be allergic to it. And sometimes it's just not appealing to a lot of people. Sometimes it's too strong. And then next, of course, I have, you know, your pads for your monthly. I have some tampons. I have another little hand sanitizer. I have some extra hair ties because you never know. Another little hand cream and iced gingerbread from Bath and Body Works. And then I just have a whole bunch of change in here because we do have a vending machine at work. So even though I use my card most of the time, but you never know who somebody might need change. There's been a lot. That is basically everything in this little pouch. Okay, the next little compartment that I have, it's also from Victoria's Secret. And this is more of my like medical side of my bag. First thing you see, I have one of my stethoscopes in here. This is just like the cheap one off of Amazon. It's from the brand MDF. And when I tell you this may be cheap, but this sucker works like a charm. Like I think it was only 15 bucks. I actually got this for nursing school. So I just have this matte black, so the basic matte black. I have this link down below if you guys are interested. I highly recommend just a single lumen because I had the double lumen for a while, but it's just so bulky and sometimes you can't really hear properly. You know, I just feel like with the stethoscope, I feel like it's more of an investment because it's something critical to your patient's diagnosis that you kind of really need to know. Like I said, I will have this link down below. All right, so moving along in my little medical bag, I have a ton of backup sticky notes, and then I just have a whole bunch of backup pencils, highlighters, and this little rubber band just in case I lose a pen because like I said, these nurses are savages and they don't care about stealing your stuff. Saline, some more band-aids, some more alcohol pads, and just random stuff like that. That is pretty much all for that little part. Okay, so next I just have my manual blood pressure cuff because like I said, it was for a while before actually I started nursing school. It was a while that I didn't have my own. I just kind of used whatever was provided there, but it was one incident that I could not find a manual blood pressure cuff and I needed it for a patient's blood pressure because they said they were dizzy, they have a history of high blood pressure, and I'm like, I'm not trying to have this patient stroke on me. Like, I need to invest in one. So I just have a normal size blood pressure cuff. Yeah, just a regular size manual blood pressure cuff. And also in this little bag, last time I used it, this is just my pulse oximeter. This just tests the hemoglobin saturation in the patient's blood. So like I said, these nurses are savages, and I made sure I got a bright color that nobody else had. I put my name on every side of it, even the case, so nobody steals my stuff. Like when I tell y'all, they savages, I ain't playing. So I made sure ain't nobody finna get me this time. I made sure I labeled everything. That's all for that bag. And then moving along, I usually just throw my charger in here last minute or some headphones. You know, you can't go wrong with headphones. And then I just have my agenda. Like I said, because I pick up a lot of shifts during work, or like the scheduler usually asks me to pick up during work. So just to kind of keep my life a little bit more easier, I just write it down. I actually did a video on like playing with me and like playing out my month, but I actually used my camera for that and my camera died and I can't find the charger for that. So if you guys are interested in seeing that, I will refilm, but for the month of September, it's basically almost done. Most of it was just consistent of working because my last day for school was up here. But I already started some of my October stuff. Like, I already filled in all my shifts for work and then all my pharmacology days. But I mean, if you guys are interested in seeing like what I do and how I do it, I mean, just comment down below. I don't mind making a video. But just know that October is kind of full right now. I already kind of started it, so I probably most likely will make it in November because I only did my class days. So it changes very frequently. So, and then I haven't picked up shifts for next month yet, so I haven't done that yet. So if you guys are interested in seeing like a plan with me video, just, you know, don't hesitate, comment down below, let me know. I actually got this planner from Walmart during like the first back to school when they first had their stuff out. If it still is there, I will link it down below. If not, I'll link something that is similar. But I really like it because it's cute, simple, small, fits in everything, fits in my purse, fits in my work bag, fits in my backpack. Moving along, I just have like my little work notebook per se. I just have like important passwords and logins and notes and medications that I didn't really know or that I need to research more on. So I just kind of keep that in here. And this is I recently actually just added this to my bag because I had so many papers on my clipboard. It was kind of getting ridiculous. Like work stuff in here. I have some pay stubs in here. I have like educations in here. I have some like protocols and things to keep up with, like keep up to date, like the little handouts that they give us kind of every month. IV pumps, the new ones that we got last year. CEUs for my recent update for my license. Sepsis handout, Coumadin in process. All this was in like my work clipboard. This is just a clipboard that I use for work. I want to say I have this for about 2 years now. This one is basically just like the clipboard with the open thing right here. I write down like little notes and like how-tos on here, like how to do like an incident report, how to do neuro checks, how to print Mars right here. Opening, it can open right here. So actually from Walmart. But that is pretty much everything that is in my bag. Like I said, I have this bag for about, I want to say like a year or two. It kind of fits everything that I need to do, and even with all that stuff in there, it also fits my MacBook. Yeah, that's pretty much everything that is in my nursing bag, work edition. Well, next week starting September 28th, I believe, I will be starting pharmacology. So I'm very excited about that. So I'm headed into pharmacology, stuff's getting serious, you know, so but I'm really excited. I'm very excited. I'm staying motivated. We're gonna get to this. If you guys are also in nursing school or think about going into nursing school, just know anything that you set your mind to, you can accomplish it no matter what it is, no matter what people say. Positive vibes only, no negative. As long as you keep that positive mindset and keep that motivation and keep it trucking no matter what's thrown your way, you're gonna make it. And that's pretty much all it for this video. Thank you guys so much for sticking along with me, and if you guys like seeing my face, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Okay. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Mwah.